train from Vienna to Linz, Austria's third largest city. Once home to the classical composer Anton Bruckner, it's undeniably picturesque. I went there to meet up with a hectically busy musician called Johanna, who managed to find an hour to chat to me about the unassuming but charming folk instrument, the Raffele. Johanna Dumfart, thanks for having me here in Linz.
Thanks for coming, hi.
So why don't you introduce us to this instrument here?
This is a Raffele, and it's a typical Austrian folk music instrument, or originally it's from South Tyrol.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it's played all over Austria, or in some parts more than others?
Yeah, in some parts more than others. In Upper Austria not so much normally. More in Tyrol, or we say in the region of the Alps, and it's typically in South Tyrol, or more played in the Allgäu, which is a part of Bavaria.
Okay.
And but it's also played here. But normally just the older people play it, and it's like a dying instrument.
Right.
So I'll try to play it more so that the people know it, and perhaps somebody starts playing it.
And so you've been playing it your whole life?
No. I've been playing it for like 4 years, and just a little bit. But so in nearly every concert, I'll bring it in and play one piece, and I'll try to introduce it to the.
All right.
crowd.
So maybe it's a less common instrument, or a less popular instrument compared to other instruments people would learn.
Yeah.
Your main instrument is the harmonica.
Yeah.
But not the harmonica we would know, like the mouth harp, you know.
No.
Why don't you tell us about that?
We call it the diatonic harmonica, or Styrian harmonica, steirische harmonica, and it's very typical in Austria and also in the Alps region, so in South Tyrol and Bavaria and Austria.
When I emailed Johanna to set up the interview, I got the impression she was a bit surprised to be contacted about an instrument that has a bit of a reputation for being obscure and unpopular. So I asked her about some of the strengths of the instrument.
It's very easy to play, so it don't takes a lot of time to learn it. So perhaps this is the reason not many people learn it, because you can't learn it in a music school or something. You learn the zither, and this is kind of the grandmother of the zither.
Right. So this form is probably quite old. I mean, it's a very simple setup. It's
this form is like 100 years.
Okay.
Around 100 years, and different forms were since the 17th century. They started out, and they were with drone sides.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, there were a lot of drone sides, or just 2 drone sides, so very different.
Right.
And in the in the beginning of the 20th century, this instrument was developed.
Right, and so you're saying that there are free other strings that don't have any frets. They were just openly. You would just play them, and they would sort of ring out. Yeah. Okay, great. So I noticed. Why don't you walk us through the tuning here? Because there's 3 strings, and you've got a fretboard along the side.
Yeah, they are like A, D. So 2 strings are the same, and one is a different kind, and it's like on the zither.
Okay.
There's also a and D, and then there are more sides on the zither, and this is just 3 sides, and you play it with a plectrum.
Okay, yeah, and that's just a normal guitar plectrum.
Nowadays you just use a guitar plectrum, a very soft one.
Right, and so you've got these 2 strings that are the same. How does that affect how you play? Will you have one that's ringing the whole time, or? No,
you don't have one that's ringing all the time. You can play chords or. With 3 different, like this.
Right. Okay. Great. So you're sort of playing a few frets up.
Yeah.
And
normally you play all 3 strings at the same time, but you can also play like just one string.
Right. So you've got the flexibility.
Yeah.
And usually, you're saying you played in a larger ensemble. It won't just be a solo.
Yeah,
instrument.
because since the drum sides aren't here anymore, you have to play it in an ensemble normally with a guitar, and sometimes there's a bass coming, or a bass was playing with you, or a hackbrett, which is also a typical Austrian instrument. Yeah.
So I guess this is largely in the very traditional songs. It hasn't really come into the modern realm.
Yeah, I'm using it for one number, which is Die kleine Kneipe. It's a song from Peter Alexander. Perhaps some know him. And I use it at the refrain. So I'm accompanying myself. Normally I have a bass and different kind of instrument with me.
Right. Yeah. Well, I can hear the sound is quite it's quite bright, but it's also the range is quite small. So
it's very small.
I imagine it sounds quite nice with and adds a nice color to the ensemble.
Yeah. In former times they were just like this, like a piece of wood, and it was called similar to a piece of wood. It was called Scheitholz, and Holz is wood.
Okay.
So and there were just the strings above the wood, and nowadays it got a shape. It's shaped like a zither, like a mini zither. Nearly every zither maker nowadays does a Raffele as well, and they all look a bit different.
Right.
Normally you play 2 or 3 pieces at an evening because then it's always the same. You can't do a lot of different things. Yeah. And I've never seen it before, and I'm coming around a lot in the Austrian folk music scene, and I've never seen it, and I thought, oh my God, what is this? And I really liked it, and I asked him if he could show me how to play it. Yeah. So he showed me my first piece, and I really liked it. And then I thought, you have to get it known better.
Yes. So you wanted to explore it a little bit more, and I guess it was that. In a way, it's what this whole series is about. It's like it's a little bit unusual. It's a little bit uncommon. Yeah. How does it work? And it sort of sparks your interest. Yeah.
And it has a lovely sound, and I really like it.
Thanks for watching. Click on the links for more interviews, follow us on Facebook, or subscribe.